Hello there YouTube, this is my tutorial on how to make this really cool Lego puzzle box. So first I'll be showing you how it works and that sort of stuff, and then I'll show you how to make it, and then I'll show you how to solve it, and then put it back together. So let's solve it. So the first thing you want to do is take this piece out right here. Which, as you can see, went right there. And then we have a little red peg. Right here. So that's what fell out. So then, try putting it into here. Too small. Try putting it into there. Doesn't work. We try putting it into there. Too small. And the same thing with down there. Too small. So the first thing we have to do is take our old piece, and on the bottom, you want to remove that stud, turn it to the side. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, too much. So right here is where you need to push. Hold on. There we go. Oopsies. Sorry about that. Pull it out. Then you turn it around. And this, just pull it out. It was practically this little L, but facing the right way, actually. Not facing the wrong way. So, this, put back onto there. Now, go back to the front. And now if we try to put our red peg in, or peg, push it in, and this back part. I always keep thinking this is the prize because that's green and $1 would be green, like the $100 bill is green. So in there, you have, that pretty simple thing. So what you want to do is tilt it to the side and tilt it forward. And another key. This key has popped out, which is one space longer than the red key. Then, we notice that this little hole has popped up. So just take the key, put it in, and push it into the hole. Like that. Which the red key is way too short. Turn around, pull this part out, and something like this. Can't really see inside there that good. So then, once again, tilt forward. And you have the longest rod, which is longer than this one. And like always, this little piece right here, try to put in this one, 3, but it's too short. And it can't even go in anymore. So we take the black peg, and it goes in all the way until you can pull this piece out, which is the same as the one on the top. And what you want to do after that is it kind of looks like you have a little divider inside. So inside, this rod comes out, and this tiny little thing, it's like a little switch that can go back and forth and hook up to like a 1x1. is the tiniest key. And you just stick that right in to a little hole. And push. And this little thing has popped out, or the jar. So now what you want to do is you take the jar and just pull it out. And that's where you can put your prize, which I have two things. I have a little bottle with like a little can with like a little cup with gold in it, which I can put that in. And then just some gold, just a little piece of gold. There's two things. So now let's get on to building it. So first we'll get keys and moving things, then we'll get on to the actual base. So the first thing, let's find our keys. First, let's find the shortest, which is this little red one, 2 bricks long. Put that aside. 1 brick longer, either 3, can be in black or gray, because they do come in black. About the same size as the gray one, but a little skinnier. This little thing, which actually, hold on. Where is it? Yeah. Find it. So you probably know what I'm talking about. It's just a little lever. Have maybe go into like a, cab or something. And then the last one, the longest, is a 4, which comes in black, but not gray. Like that. So we're done with the keys. Set those aside in like a pile, so they're together. First, let's make the jar. Let's see. There's 2 parts of this that you need to make. First one is this. It's a little surrounding made of 1 layer of tall bricks. And then just simply lots of smooth pieces. Just like that. Then you want to make the base, which is just practically, let's see, a 4x5. Take your outer thing, or the outer base, and stick that, ouch, right there. So you have something like this. And if you can find a lot of grills, that would be best, because grills don't actually slide that well, and a grill will make it nice and good to lock. So put that with your keys. Next thing you want to make is 2 of the little things that cap off the little keys, which is just practically a little L facing the correct, just facing this way. Pretty simple. And then you need to make actually 2 of them. Make sure the exact same. And make sure it's facing this way, which is the way with smooth tiles. But then it's just a 1x3 with a 1x1 hooked up with some little smooth tiles. I put lots of grills so it doesn't slide as easily, and the same thing with this one. And then this one, which is different from the others. So the one with the blue piece is the one we're making, and the one with the other grill is the one we already made. So then they're opposite. So you have 2 of these pieces, and only 1 of these. You should actually add some smooth pieces, because this is where you actually pull it out, and you don't want it to be hard to pull it out, you know what I'm talking about. So put that with a drawer. Then this piece is kind of tricky, but it's actually easy. It's just 2 of these corner pieces, and then a 1x1 flat tile piece, and you just need a 1x6, and simply place it right there, just like that. And then the last piece, which is probably the most hardest, this, which I can break this down, smaller pieces. So this has 3 parts, and at the end we'll connect them all together. So this is a 1x3, then a 1x2, then a 1x1 tile. This is kind of like the other one we just made, but a 1x4, then a 1x3, then a 1x2, but instead of just a 1x3, it's a 1x2 tile, not a tile, 1x2, and then a 1x1 tile, and then a 1x2 tile. So you should have something like this, and it's smooth, except for one spot, and it goes down a little bit with the greens. And last but not least, the easiest little part, 1x2, 1x1 flat, 1x2 tile. So this one, and this one, come on, show up on the camera. This one snaps together to form something like this. Looks pretty easy. And then you take the other part, and where that one space is, just connect it up like that. And it should be as tall as the other piece we made, which they actually have to slip together. And I think we're ready for the show. So first, let's make the first part of it. So, once again, it has 3 parts. Actually, it has 4 parts. Yeah, it has 4 parts. The first one you want to make is this, a 1x6, a 1x3, and then a 1x1 with this little hole, and the hole is also in the back. So you have something like that. And make sure that your smallest key can fit right through the hole, which mine can pretty easily. So you've made that. Then we actually want to make 2 of these. You don't have to have holes in this 1x6, it's just also on pieces. So it's just a 1x6 with 1 space missing. Then you want to make 2 of them, low on pieces, so you don't have to do that. And then you just make the 6x6 with tiles on it. And, you know, it's 3 spaces that aren't covered. So take these 2 pieces. The place where the 1x1 is will be facing toward you. Whoops. Like that. Then you just do the same thing with the other one. And then you just take your last piece, right here, and snap it together. So you'd have something like that. Make sure the little round part's facing the outside, not the inside. So then that's pretty much it. Now I just have to make the second and third part, and then we're done. So the second part is a little bit hard, but mostly easy. Hope this doesn't break. Come on. Alright. It came out pretty good. Alright. So here is the next part. Yes, it does look pretty hard, but that little space of the thing there, I would suggest you put that there, because then you can trick them with a little small key, but other than that, just low on pieces. So you should make something like this. So you have smooth tiles there, 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 and there. You have a 1x1 with a hole in it. I just use a 1x2 because those long pieces. And same thing over here. But if you have a 1x1, use a 1x6 here instead of just a 1x2. And then you also need one of these little wall pieces. And that just goes right. So this piece goes right there. And that's where the smallest key will be kept. Right there. Wait, no, right there. So that's the second part. Now for the third part, which is definitely the most hardest. You'll be able to do it though, because it's actually pretty easy, but not like really, really easy. I'll just say it's medium. So that goes there, and this. So this is what it looks like. Yes, it is pretty complicated, but this corner piece, I only have like one I could find. And if you want to replace it with that little plate piece, you can. But I'm just low on pieces, so I use that. And the thing I couldn't find actually hooked up to a small piece. That piece hooks right into there. Let's see. It's not really part of it, but, you know, fits right in. That's the thing I was talking about. But don't really do that. I'm just going to stick it back in. Or you can use the corner piece. So hold on, let me do something. Maybe make it a little easier. So you want to have something like this. They have a 1x2 flat right there, 1x4 flat, 1x2 flat, 1x2 flat. One of those little pieces are the corner, 1x2, 1x2 flat. That little piece that we used in the second story, corner piece, 1x1, and then practically two of those just hooked together, but it kind of look like it's super glue, but it's actually just one piece. So 1x2 there, and yeah, and then a 1x2 there. But make sure you have it right. Get these two pieces. Stick this one right there. See if it lines up. If it does, great. If it doesn't, fix it. And then, see if this one fits in right there. Like that. See if it fits in. So, then, we want to take a 1x1, a little piece of the hole in it, and then a 1x2. Or not, yeah, 1x2. Put it right there. Then, you need a 2x2. Put it right there. And then 1x1. Put it in the corner. Then, we'll need a 1x1. Wait. Yeah. 1x1 in the corner again. 1x1s in all corners. This, which, you know, it's kind of for tricking people, but I was just low on pieces. Put that right there. Go on. Like that. And then just stick this piece, or 1x1, and trading that out for 1x2, putting it right there. So instead, that will connect up to there with the 1x2. So now it's time for flat pieces. Take a 1x4, put on top of the 1x1, covering up the corner. 1x2, over here in the corner. One by one, right on top of there. Right there. Then you have a space, and then that corner piece. Then place a 1 by 2 right next to that piece, so it covers that little piece up. Then, another 1 by 2 right there. Oops. And last but not least, you need the roof, which on the bottom, you need to just place another 1 by 2, which is one away from the top. Take your roof, stick it right on the top. So it should have something that looks like this. A little hole there. Space hole. Or like, you know, little Technic piece. Hole. And then you have that and then a hole. So that's pretty much it, except we have to put everything in. So take the one we just built, and that piece should be facing toward you. Same thing with that little 1 by 1 towards you. Just stack it on top of each other. Or have something like that. And then, just take the last piece and stack this on top. So we're pretty much done. We just have to put the keys and the little slot things in. So the first thing you want to do is take your drawer, find whichever prize you want to use. Which I'm using my cup with gold in it, and a bunch of regular little crystal or gold, and put it in. Flatten it down really good because you don't want that coming out. And right before you put that in, make sure that there is no holes in that 1 by 6 right there. Because if there is holes, when you get your red piece, you can just put the red piece into there, and that comes out. Which, the reason that is there is because it used to be in the back, so I just switched them out. So loading. Oh, and I forgot something in the top. Last flat piece. If your roof pops off like that, right next to your 1 by 4, add a 2 by 4. So that goes on top of there. A little bit better. Alright. There we go. So, let's keep getting back to putting everything in. So take your small, tiny key, turn the thing around to the back, and you should have this little, I just called it a divider. You should have that little divider where there's one space we can see through and another space where there's a hole, but you can't see through the hole. Where you can't see through the hole, that's where you want to put it. Not in the place where if you drop it, it just comes out the back or out the front, like that. So it's going into this side, closest to this 1 by 3. Then, I'm going to cap it off. Just one of these pieces. Put it in simply right there. Come on, fit. It's kind of hard when you put grills on there, but you know. So you have that capped off. Then, go to the front. And right here, you should have these 2 1 by 1s. Sorry I didn't mention that, but you should have 2 1 by 1s right there with holes. So then your little red piece can fit right in there. And then once again, I want to cap it off with one with smooth. Put that in. like that. And then, in the front, you want to take your 4 and put that in all the way until the end of the 4 is close to the white, and tilt it. Which, mine looks right in place. And if you turn it around, you should see it nice and clear through there. Yep. So if you have that, then what you can do, you can take your last cap, this is the last one you have, and just stick it right in there. Slides in perfectly. Then you want to turn around to the back, take your 3 last key, and put it in, not where your black key was, but right next to it, not through the hole, not through the hole. You just put it there, and then tilt it, so then it goes in to the piece that looks like this. And then all you have to do is first take this piece, not this piece, first this piece, and you simply slide it in. Come on, turn. Make sure that your 3 is nice and lined up, because sometimes if it's hanging out, that piece doesn't go in. Then you have just one little hole right there. Take this, just put it in. Might have a little trouble, just kind of do your best. And you put it in, and you're good. So that's how you make it. And all I have to do now is I have to show you how you open it. So, what you do first is, like I said, a smooth piece, right underneath that, just pull that out. Just like that. Take your red piece out, and you have your little red pig. Now, what you want to do is, if your finger fits, you can use your finger. I think I might be able to use my finger. No, I won't. So then, if you want to, you can either take the blue piece and extend it that way, or you can remove that, which I'm just going to remove the stud. And then, you simply just stick it in, and this piece pops out. After you've done that, put the stud back on, or however you did it. Then you can now place your red piece into the 1x1 space. So now it is unlocked. If this piece pops up, like I said before, I don't really know why I use green because it looks like $1. So what you should do is tilt it this way, tilt it forward. Which 2 keys should come out. The red key plus a brand new key, which is your 3. That's the one you want to keep, because if you put the red key into there, it's much too short. So you put in this key. It's kind of hard to fit your hand in, but your finger. So just use one finger. I use my thumb. Tilt all the way in, like that. Turn around. This piece is popped out. So you just pull that piece out, like that. Then, once again, tilt it this way. Tilt it forward. You should get 2. You should have your old one and a brand new one. If you go here, this, not long enough. And then this is shorter than that. That's not long enough. That's not long enough. So you take the black key, put it in all the way, like that. Turn it around. Take this, pull it out. Then you shake it out. You should have 2 keys come out. Black key, which is your old. Now an even smaller key, which is about the size, a little bit shorter than the 3 and a lot skinnier. So it's, I would say it's probably a little smaller than the 2. And you just hook it in to this little thing right there, like that. push it in all the way, and a drawer should come out. So there's your prize, which I know exactly who I'll give the prize to. I'm going to give it to Steve. I'm giving the prize to Steve. Just like that. He might craft a gold pickaxe or something made out of gold with that. But, you know,